What up, tribe? It's your girl Raji, and I'd like to welcome you to my podcast, The House of Cush, where the evolved hustlers come to learn more about root work, conjure, tarot, culture, astrology, and a little bit of everything in between. Today, we're tapping into Wednesday's Almanac, the horoscopes for today, the transits, and we're going to do a collective reading. So grab your notebooks, hang tight so you can see how today's energy can benefit you on your evolution with your creative life, your personal life, and your entrepreneurship journey. Now, if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you for tapping in. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You never know who we could help. And if you are an OG, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for continuing to support and engage with my content. Don't forget to share. You never know who it could help, y'all. So yeah, let's get into this. Now, y'all know tomorrow is, going to be the full new moon in Scorpio. It's cusping in Sagittarius. So we've got a little bit of interesting, chaotic energy. Lucky for y'all, I am tapping into the chaotic root work, conjure, witchy area, and I can help you finesse your way through this, okay? Now, Wednesdays is ruled by Mercury, so today is a great day for learning, communication, increasing your focus and alertness. Today is also a good day for travel and trade. Now, if you are into the woo, you are focusing in on quick cash spells. You're focusing in on prosperity in business and gambling. So go buy them tickets today, y'all. You never know what can happen. And today you're going to be focusing in on making money charms, okay? So the next thing is you guys need to be aware of any distracting or misleading spells, any chaos and confusion. If you are working today, you may want to do something that helps with stop gossip, to stop people from discussing you. And you may want to even ward your name, ward your business name, ward your social media names. So that way, when people speak ill of you or bring your name up, it's protected, it's transmuting energy, and it's working in your highest favor. Turn that frown upside down, baby. I don't know what made me want to say that, but I'm just saying, if people are talking about you, then you may as well benefit off of it, right? Too much, too often, we're so worried about like the wrong eyes being on us and people discussing us. But when you start working in the realm of transmutation, it definitely changes that energy, okay? So always ward your name, always ward your social media handles, your business name, because people are just truly hateful. And sometimes they don't even know why they mad. It be giving Joker energy. Like, they just mad because they can't be you. They can't embody your energy. Or they just mad because you're living and breathing. So be mindful. And if you want to put that in a more like mundane type of scale, you don't, deal with the warding energy, but you should definitely think about it. You might want to focus in on just praying over your name and praying over your business and praying, do that every single rising, because people be mad because they just don't have it in them to step out on faith and do what you could do. They might not even want a business themselves. They might not even do what you do, but they will most definitely talk down on it because they're just not brave enough. Or how dare you move towards independence? How dare you step outside of the box that I created for you? There was a very interesting it was a video off of TikTok that I posted on my threads and Instagram. So if y'all follow me there, that's where you will see it. I think I reposted it on TikTok too. But she was talking about, stepping into your confidence and stepping outside of the box that people try to create for you, and how this angers them, and they're always trying to put you down. And it was just a very good video. She's sounds like she's from the UK. She's got a little bit of an English accent, but her content is always good. It's always good. I might have to tag her name in the comments once I go look for the video. But let's get into the horoscopes for today, y'all. Let's get into these horoscopes. Now, if you want to view the full horoscopes with guidance and root work tips, join my Patreon. They are up. You can purchase separately, or you can join for a monthly subscription under Tribe Talk. And you get those like every day. And you get the week ahead forecast. And sometimes I include tips at the beginning of the month for you guys. Okay? Now, first things first. Waning moon in Scorpio, Mercury retrograde still metro booming in Sagittarius. The sky is heavy with the truth today, y'all. The waning Scorpio moon is pulling us into this emotional underworld, and the shadows, the secrets, and the soul contracts, the places we avoid into spirit just forces our hand. Now, with Mercury still retrograding, conversations, memories, and karmic themes may loop back around for closure or deeper understanding. This is not the day to run. It's a day for reclaiming your power by meeting your inner truth without flinching. Take your time, move with intention, and let the Scorpio moon guide you towards transformation that actually sticks. Now, let's get into these horoscopes, okay? This will apply to your sun and your rising, y'all. Now, Aries, the Scorpio moon is in your 8th house today, amplifying emotional intensity around shared resources, intimacy, and hidden truths. With Mercury retrograde, you might uncover or revisit power dynamics that felt too murky to name before. Taurus, the Scorpio moon activates your 7th house. One-on-one dynamics feel deep and defining today. Old agreements or emotional contracts may surface. This isn't about renegotiation as much as recognition. Gemini, Scorpio energy intensifies in your 6th house of work and wellness. What you do for others might unravel if it's not rooted in your own healing. Today is potent for reworking your daily rhythm to know your emotional boundaries. Cancer, the Scorpio moon stirs your 5th house. Creative passion, risk, and intimate truth are calling for your attention. Mercury backspin invites you to revisit a project or a heart story that you couldn't finish. Leo, with the moon in Scorpio in your 4th house, you may feel the ancestral pressure or karmic knots tightening at home. Mercury's retrograde asks you to listen to what your roots are really telling you, not just what you've assumed. Virgo, the Scorpio moon fuels your 3rd house of communication. Subconscious content rides into your conversation. Mercury retrograde may bring back messages or payback energy you thought you'd handle. Libra, with the moon in Scorpio landing in your 2nd house, self-worth and materially shared value feel deeply emotional. What you've undervalued spiritually or financially may demand renegotiation. Scorpio, the moon in your sign magnifies your power, truth, and emotional complexity today. Hidden motives and secret desires are no longer hidden. They're ready to be spoken, witnessed, or witnessed by you. Sagittarius, the Scorpio moon in your 12th house brings buried fears and spiritual debt to the surface. Mercury retrograde might trigger deep psychic downloads or karmic flashbacks. Capricorn, the Scorpio moon is energizing your 11th house. Your social web is transforming. It's not just who you call a friend, it's who deserves your vision. Reevaluate alliances that no longer serve your mission. Aquarius, the Scorpio moon in your 10th house highlights legacy and public impact. Your reputation shifts today, not quietly, but with purpose. Mercury retrograde invites you to rewrite your story before making your next move. And finally, Pisces, Scorpio moon in your 9th house brings spiritual depth, philosophical urgency, and karmic truth. With Mercury retrograde, lessons you thought were learned are humming back with new meaning and new solutions. Alright? So that's your horoscope for today. If you want extra guidance and root work tips for today, tap into the House of Cush Patreon. Links all the way at the bottom of my link tree, and there you will find me. Okay? And I thank you. Now, let's get into these transits because, as you know, we're heavy deeply within the retrograde season, so there's a lot to review. If you are knowing anything about the moon and moon phases, when you are upon a new moon, you can start working 3 days before and you can work 3 days after to gain the most potent energy. So today we have an official tap in to the new moon energy, and like I said, it's going to be in Scorpio for a little bit, and then it's going to shift over into Sagittarius. So even if you see like me saying, okay, this is a new moon in Scorpio, be mindful that it will shift into that Sagittarian energy. you know, towards the afternoon and the end of the day. It might wish to be in the morning. I don't know. But check your local time zone, okay? Get on astro-seek.com, plug in your time zone, and you can see exactly when it shifts, okay? They give pretty accurate information there. I trust them, so you guys can check them out. This is a general situation, so make sure you are putting this to, you know, the group. Now, if you want to know personally how this will affect your, you know, you can, your chart, I'm talking about, you know, you can go ahead and you can plug in your natal chart information. It'll tell you how these transits will affect you individually today. So always, along with the readings, take it where it resonates. If it don't apply, let that shit fly. Okay, thanks. Now, the moon is quite busy. Oh, yes, she is. She's very busy today, along with the sun. And when I say busy, that means there's definitely a lot. They're transiting a lot of planets, as is Lilith is very busy today. The sun is your higher self, your ego, what is shown to the world. And also the moon is your inner, like, emotional landscape, your deeper feelings. Then you have Lilith, which is your shadow and the things that you might need to be kind of working on, things we thought we buried. You know, Lilith is in Scorpio, so, you know, she ain't missing shit but a fade, okay? That Scorpio energy is pulling up everything, especially with the sun also being in Scorpio. Now, in terms of 0 degrees, which to me is very potent energy, which is what I like to get off into, the sun in Scorpio is opposing Uranus and Taurus. As you know, they are sister signs, so the opposition, the hostile energy is not out of bounds. This energy is for, you know, kind of, there needs to be movement, there needs to be knowledge to be had here, but not necessarily wanting to reveal that, not wanting to change, not wanting to accept the fact that new seeds need to be planted, that new things need to be done. You know, a lot of people is not really willing to face that shadow, and us on a larger scale may be kind of resistant to that today. So be mindful of over explaining, over justifying, you know, trying to get people to see things from your point of view, because honestly, the energy is saying that's just not what's up today. You know, prove it to yourself first. The sun is also trining Neptune, and when I say trining, I mean harmonious, blessings, gifts. So it's trining Neptune in Pisces, and it's retrograding. These are 2 water signs, so that lets me know that these are working together. So you're uncovering spiritual gifts, uncovering, you know, hidden truths that will benefit you if you lean into doing that necessary shadow work. It's not working against you, it's working for you. We got Jupiter in Cancer, trining Saturn in Pisces. Again, 2 water signs. So yeah, I saw the astrology girlies were like, we were having a grand trine in water cycles, water signs. So there's a lot of feelings, there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of change happening, whether we want it to or not. You know, water is very hard to contain and control. So these are things that you just, you know, again, surrender to your creative process, surrender to yourself, surrender to where your spirit team is showing you in these waves and these currents that life is throwing at you right now, because you're going to come out on the other side if you are willing to do the necessary work. But yeah, they're working together. So if you're finding yourself very lucky today, you're finding yourself very expansive today, you know, mind your emotions, mind those deeper roots of those seeds that you've planted in previous timelines. You know, you can have the life of your dreams is what Saturn is saying, but you got to lay down those seeds in order to get that harvest. Okay, now we got, what is this? Uranus and Taurus, sextile Neptune and Pisces, both retrograding. So again, we have the hand of being very compatible, receiving those secondhand blessings from leaning into your intuition, following your dreams. So if you having dreams right now, you need to be paying attention. They're trying to tell you something. I got a dream interpretation guide on Patreon. It's a lot of posts on there, y'all. So if you want to just type it in the little search bar, dream interpretation, check that shit out, because the dreams is going to be dreaming, okay? All those Neptune and Scorpio placement situations going on with the transits, it's a lot of messages coming through, and we need to be taking heed to them, okay? But yeah, while Lilith is very busy, she's not at 0 degrees. 1 degree for a certain amount of things, like Mercury. She's conjuncting Mercury. She's trining Jupiter. She's trining Saturn. Now, Chiron is also squaring Jupiter at 1%. So there's a lot of childhood trauma, shadow work going on. I'm seeing a lot of posts about, abuse and, abusing the mother. Y'all notice it's a theme. A lot of articles and TikToks and, things are coming up about how they are like mistreating women within hospitals, and mothers to be are not receiving proper care. It's a lot going on. It was another lady, y'all, came out. Her husband was turned around at the hospital. The baby done came in the car. You hear me? They done delivered the baby in the car on the way to another hospital. Like I said, the medical system is a very interesting space. Did y'all also hear that they are trying to take away the professional status of certain degrees, and one of them is nursing now? I think occupational therapy and a few more. So check that out. If you have a professional degree, they trying to take them titles, son. I don't know why, but they are. All right, but let's get into this reading for today, because I have a feeling it's going to be quite interesting. Now, let's open these rows. Thank you, Spirit, for opening the rows for me on behalf of the tribe. Thank you so much for covering and protecting us as we go on this journey. Thank you so much for the gift. I don't abuse the gift. I honor it. I appreciate it. I love it. I respect it. Okay? What guidance and insight. And if you got a little bit of tea, you know what I'm saying, we don't mind that either from time to time. What y'all got for us today, though? Because, baby, it's been trilled. Okay? Let's see about the past energy. So we've got the 8 of Knives in the upright for the past, present. We've got Mother of Baskets in the upright, collective. We've got Daughter of Coins in the reverse, overall. Near future, strength in reverse, Leo energy. Overall, we've got 3 of Knives in the upright. So I'm seeing some serious disrespect here. There was some serious disrespect that has been brewing over the past 3 weeks. And in the past, I see here over the past 8 weeks, you've been kind of at a crossroads, because you're wanting to follow your intuition. You're wanting to be loving. You're a natural, nurturing being. But these people have been purposely not giving you what you're worth for a very long time. And see, they think you weak. So let's explore what's going on here. Taking back offers. Weak offers. Now, where did you move on from 8 weeks ago? You moved on from a group of people. 5 of Sticks is in the upright. People being very aggressive, people gossiping, and this was their main agenda. See, there's something that spirits are calling you to pay attention to. 7 of Coins, what you invest in. And you invested in some friendships, 2 of Baskets in reverse, some relationships, some business partnerships that just were not equal give and take with that 2 of Cups energy in the reverse. And you're being called to sit in this 10 of Knives in the upright, which is having heavy discernment due to these things that have happened. These betrayals were thought out, they were calculated, and ultimately it pushed you into a new beginning, a new cycle, right? Now, you may feel like you didn't get what you wanted out of this, or you didn't get what you desire with the 9 of Baskets, but you need to recognize 5 of Knives in the reverse, that there was a lot that you didn't realize about these energies. There are a lot of things being said, a lot of, just nasty plans. And it could have involved a Bishop C.H. Mason, a Taurus energy here, Hierophant. Yeah, these people thought that maybe they could shift the narrative here, change the outcome of something. Tell me more. Yeah, I'm hearing I'm the better option. They didn't want you building something. 8 of Coins in reverse. They felt like you should be loyal to them. Your loyalty to them Daughter of Baskets, stopped you from building your goals and your achievements. This person or these people became a burden to you. You may have thought you were doing what was right, or what was noble, but you were never going to like be able to eat at these people's table because they don't care about anyone else, keeping you in this cycle of endings and unnecessary changes. Yeah, these people, 10, 10, 10 of sticks, 10 of coins, burdening you with responsibility, burdening you with taking on just way too much, not wanting you to have the proper foundation to be able to take on some sort of battle here. You know, this was just a losing fight, and you could have realized this about 7 days ago. Somebody may have came and told you something, or someone could be reaching out to you. A daughter of knives, air sign feminine energy, could be reaching out to you. Someone's lost a fight. They've lost some sort of foundation here. Burdened with bills, responsibilities. Tell me about the Mother of Baskets. Yeah, there's a mother figure here, that is connected to some sort of toxic family dynamic. 10 of Baskets in reverse. And this is the reason maybe that you couldn't take action recently. Ace of Sticks. Now, you're being called to be somewhat patient, High Priestess energy, because you will be receiving justice for the things that these people have done. Taurus and Libra is significant here. You will be receiving justice. Someone going night night. These things someone's going night night, or you could be receiving justice for these people trying to end you. Scorpio could be significant. There's going to be some sort of wheel of fortune that you will be, getting because of this loss. For every loss you got to gain. Tens is very significant today, and tens is all about new cycles, new beginnings. So this new moon in Scorpio, Sagittarius is, we had a 9 year. So in their attempt to stop you from having this new beginning and getting your desires fulfilled, they did this by force. And you could have intuitively known, or you're being just called to be patient. You were called to be patient because this system is, going to get turned around. You will receive justice for these endings that these people tried to put on you. There is going to be some beneficial gain for you here. Now, there is a masculine figure, a Father of Sticks, King of Wands energy, that is taking action so that a cycle will not close out. And they're going to be taking a leap of faith here very soon. So you need to watch whoever that fire sign masculine is. This person could be trying to have some sort of victory. They could want to be seen in high favor here. And they're going to come talking to you about this. Or this fire sign masculine is going to try to come share some sort of information with you. You're not going to see this coming. 2 weeks is also significant here. You're not going to see this coming. This person is wanting to collaborate long term, or they're going to try to be coming with some sort of collaborative offer. I got the 3 of Baskets to the Ace of Coins. Now, why? This person knows this is a wise business move. You could be a wise businessman or woman. Confirmation, take it where it resonates. But they know this is a wise move, and they know it's wise to change the strategy too. This person is trying to shift the narrative. 7 weeks is significant. Maybe in the past they had not quite healed, or they may have hurt you with some sort of lie. Ace of Baskets in reverse to the Ace of Knives in reverse. This Cancer. That Father of Baskets is a Cancer. This person, this is the Chariot, railroad wheel in reverse. This person was they're being forced to stop and change. They're trying to stop you. Somebody didn't want to realize that something was over. This could involve a career. This could involve a collaboration here with a Mother of Knives. Someone claimed to have some sort of knowledge here that would stop you from progressing by ending a partnership with you. And there's a Emperor here who is fighting because they don't want to see these things change. Capricorn could be significant. There's also a karmic air sign here. This person is being quite manipulative. There's also a karmic a karmic earth sign here, and they don't want to extend some sort of offer. because there's a secret that it will cause some sort of secret to come out about, or maybe this Cancer is revealing this secret to you. Pa in reverse, the Moon card in reverse. There is a Mother of Sticks here. This is revealing some sort of secret. Somebody's trying to control a situation, control somebody from walking away, from walking out on a plan, walking out on a strategy. Hotmess.com. You got some people in your business. I don't think this is even very much like personal energy for you guys. There's a heavy betrayal here, but then you've got people that are resisting. So somebody's just wanting to come in and they feel like, hey, what's good for the gander is good for the goose. You know, we can't beat them, we need to join them. But then you got some energies that are being stubborn, that are being manipulative, that are being malicious, and they're being controlled by someone, a karmic fire sign feminine that's behind the scenes, like puppeteering. You know, they don't even realize it. Tell me about the Daughter of Coins in the reverse. This could be a Sagittarius, father stands in the upright. Yeah, in reality, you know, there is a situation that kind of slowed you down. And when you realize this about this person, this could have alerted you that you needed to move on, you know, in order to recover from this disaster. There is some sort of belief system here. Somebody could have believed you were finished. Somebody could have believed you were done. Or Spirit is letting it be known, when it comes to whatever this Aquarius energy is, you're not going to be able to start or build anything with this individual. This person's reckless. There could be quite fearful here of your independence, and you know, maybe it's time for you to just move on, because your spirits are saying we're protecting you from this person. You wouldn't be able to build anything. You wouldn't be able to take action. We want you to be in control of your own life. 4 of Coins here. I'm in charge, okay? You want to be in control. These people are going to be set, or whether in the past, 9 of Coins in reverse, these people were trying to set you back financially. They could have hustled you. They could have stolen from you. And these caused the recent delays that you're going through. And it caused you to be a little less, idealistic, because, there's a lack. Maybe you've had a lack of proper judgment here. You didn't realize what was going on, and when you decided that you would help these individuals, okay? So there's a lot of codependent energy. There's a lot of just like nasty, like unhealthy relationships here. Again, maybe there was a codependency in the past, delaying. 8-8. You did this because whoever this fire sign is, somebody took these actions to stop you from walking away, to delaying you. There's a lot of codependency here. It's like they know they need your help, but they don't want to acknowledge you. They don't want to give you your props. They don't want to be like, okay, you're the reason why. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of egos showing their ugly heads. So you've been quite comfortable in hermit mode. Virgo could be significant here, and this is pushing you to being the Empress. It's because you're aligned. It's because you're doing what you should be doing, Aries. And now someone's looking to cause some sort of tower here, or there could be some sort of tower that you went through simply because you were generous and you were helping these people, and they decided that they wanted the power. Maybe you could have revealed something to these people. There's a Gemini, there's a Leo. Hold on. Yeah, somebody wants your help manifesting some sort of blessing here. Okay, yeah, so they want your help manifesting the blessing. They know what you can do, and they're trying to think of some sort of plan to get you to take this offer, 6 of Baskets. But in the past, you weren't protected by these people. They were quite vicious. So you're not being called to sacrifice or surrender to these people at all. Gullah Jack, Hangman in reverse. Because there's a lot, that they crazy. Shit. We put it out there like it is. Like, you surrender this situation. You were never going to be protected. They're going to continue to be malicious. They want you in this foggy head space. I'm picking up on that energy from yesterday, even going so far as to put things in your food, your drink, or try to play with your mental state. Like, they don't want you following your intuition at all. It's like they want to use you for your knowledge. They want to use you for your gifts, but they don't want to pay you appropriately. They don't want to give you your props. Like, hell no. They just want to use you like you some sort of toy, like you some sort of unlimited resource. That's not working. That's not how this works. And spirit is calling in, and they mad because you won't go along to get on. This is like some bullying energy. Yeah, you could have been trying to work on something for the past 8 years, and these people want to see you in some sort of trauma. They mad about that shit. 3 of Swords, 3 of Knives energy is heavy right now. They mad about these plans. They mad. You don't hold them into high regard. Fearful. Someone's worried about you moving on, and they're too weak to come up with any of their own ideas, is what I'm seeing. Ooh. Business is good. Yeah, somebody's trying to manufacture some sort of misfortune for you. That fire sign masculine taking the lead. Unfortunately, they're working on building something up because with their lives they refuse to take some sort of leap of faith. So he's acting like he's not going to argue with you or fight with you because you're not working with them, but there's some sort of misfortune that's going on. Tell me more. Yeah. These is people that you could have been working with at some point, had a business with. I'm not getting fam vibes right now. This is professional, creative projects. If you was in business with your family or lovers or whatever, you don't shit where you eat, right? Okay. It almost always ends ugly. Telling you. So there's a King of Cups from your past who is experiencing some sort of weakness. Leo could be significant. And now they are going to come forward with an offer, an apology, Knight of Cups, because they feel stupid. Page of Cups in reverse. Because they feel stupid because they didn't get what they wanted. 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, and then they had to hurt you. They actively tried to hurt you because, they knew that you would be forgiving, you would be loving. You in the Queen of Cups energy here. They hurt you. Now you've escaped whatever poverty cycle they tried to keep you in, but there's still a burden here. There's a burden here. They could be burdened by the fact that you are the High Priestess and you don't want to work with them, because I got the High Priestess and the 3 of Cups in reverse, and they want you to come back. They want you to come back. They don't want this cycle to end, the World in reverse. So they're going to give you an apology. 1 month is significant here. Present. This Cancer is coming out with some sort of information. They could be coming out and telling you they haven't been able to build anything. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And they are in regret. Somebody could have lost an opportunity, lost a contract, lost a business. They ran into something without knowing all the facts. Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they did this. They made this decision quickly, possibly over the last, either they going to do it, they've done it in the last 3 days, or they going to do it within 3 days. They're coming towards you. Actively, passionately. Cancer is very significant, and it's because they're worried about something that they trying to work on, something they build. And this is 7 of Pentacles in the upright. They worried about something they building, and there seems to be some sort of battle that's going on here with the 7 of Wands to the Knight of Wands. Somebody's battling with them over taking or making this decision. They don't want to fight. They don't want to argue. This is an Aries masculine and Emperor energy. They don't want to fight with you. Somebody is not wanting to surrender, and this could involve a Pisces or a Virgo. Somebody's not going to surrender their position or their point of view here. This could also involve a Queen of Swords. Somebody's being manipulated by an air sign feminine, claiming that she's the Queen of Pentacles. But this relationship is over, is ending due to some sort of control factor for Pentacles. Yeah, this person's trying to control this group of people, and they just don't want to work with her. Three of Pentacles in reverse. There's a lot of misfortune that's going on since this person started to take action, and they're not receiving any help, getting any money, Nine of Pentacles, or status from this King of Pentacles. So there's a lot of heartbreak, there's a lot of trauma, there's a lot of shit going on. Theft, Seven of Swords, there's somebody stealing. This Hierophant in reverse is a thief. He doesn't do things the right way. And this could be a masculine or feminine, so take it where it resonates, but this is not a proper leader. He's not a proper leader, and he has them in towers. They're in a tower because of this person right now. So this person could have taken action that stopped them from being able to, when they act, they don't make good choices. And they feel like they have a lot of options. They could be dealing with a lot of romantic partners or a lot of business partners. But this is because they trap these people, or they are trapped. They don't want the responsibility of having to change or use their own mind. And yeah, they don't have any goals or ideas. So they manifest doing things the wrong way. I got the Magician and the Justice in reverse. Libra could be very significant. So now someone doesn't want something to end and they're hiding. Leo and Scorpio. This could be family. Somebody doesn't want to die. Somebody doesn't want to die. They don't want to see something end. This could be involving a family. So they're being encouraged to pour into some sort of new idea or venture. They could believe that by Aquarius season, or maybe there's an Aquarius involved that they're working with, they could believe they want somebody to believe that this idea is gonna work, transforming an idea into reality. Temperance, Sagittarius. But this is a lie. This is an illusion. Ace of Swords. Somebody lied, and now they're fighting. 5 days, somebody's fighting. They're fighting an Empress in reverse. They're fighting a Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, somebody's fighting because they were manipulating this Empress in reverse into thinking that they would give some sort of offer or opportunity, and they're not getting it. So now you've got someone sitting on some sort of information, so someone won't walk away and deal with some sort of betrayal. They don't want someone to take a leap of faith because this is not what they want. This is not their ideal. Shit. Spirit says somebody realizes that they should have made peace, and now they're stagnated. So you got progress they're gonna be trying to come in quite quickly and have a conversation here. This is this Queen of Wands in reverse. This Queen of Wands want to have a conversation, and somebody sees that they're making progress, or they see that maybe they can make progress with you in tow. This is a manipulative ass fire sign. They would not let me go past the present energy. So this is all happening right now. Like the ground, the sky is falling around these motherfuckers. The sky is falling. Do you hear me? She was trying to manipulate somebody into rushing and doing something, and they are stagnated because they know they need to make peace, and they realize that they made a bad decision and they should have never took this leap of faith and try to avoid this ending by stopping you from moving on. Now somebody's sitting on some sort of information about some sort of loss here. They could have been manipulated. They could have not paid this King of Swords back. There's a fight going on about this right now. Less than a week. Ace of Swords in reverse. But in reality, somebody's been trying to build some sort of situation up for the longest because they believed if they could get this person to talk, they'd benefit in the long run. But there's this family is focused on hiding. They don't want something to end. Something could be with the justice system. They've done magic to stop someone from reaching their goals. They don't want things to change. There's a lack of responsibility being taken here. So now everybody's trapped for entering into these partnerships, thinking that they have everything, and now they haven't even been able to get these boots up off the ground, baby, because they took action that led them into a tower, led on by this Hierophant in reverse, this false leader who stole his way to the top. And now everybody's traumatized because this King of Pentacles was the only one who wanted to be successful. He's the only one that wanted to have success. He's the only one that was supposed to have money, and he didn't help these people out. He was acting independently. He didn't care about causing misfortune for this group of people. Once he walked away, he was only trying to control someone that he'd ended this partnership with, or he could be being controlled. This Queen of Pentacles is a liar, and it's coming out that they couldn't contain or sacrifice a Pisces or a Virgo. This person's took the lead and tried to stop or make someone lose a battle. He tried to get ahead of something by spreading misinformation. And then when he took this action to battle this person, they thought they would build something. But now they're worried because these actions that they've taken recently may be trying to come towards you. This decision has led them into some sort of legal issues here. And now they're in regret because there's shame, there's loss, and it is being revealed why the collective walked away from this group of people. Damn. Well, I be damned. The chickens is coming home to motherfucking roost. Y'all, it's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. Yeah, these people are weak. This family, this friend group, confirmation, they ain't got no confidence now because whoever this Taurus is provide with the Taurus symbol came out. See, this person didn't do what they say they was gonna do. They didn't deliver. This is a person that makes big promises and says, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then they never truly do. Or if they do make it manifest, they don't share with no fucking body. This that type of energy. Yeah. So now this person was more focused on coming after you instead of protecting the group, Sagittarius. So they didn't believe in your instincts. They didn't believe maybe you'd follow your instincts. No deal, Spirit says. Deal in reverse. When they come calling, do not take their deal. I got communicate and deal in reverse. They are determined to stop you from moving forward. That is their intention. Do you hear me? Determination in reverse, Pisces, and intention in the upright. These people have not adapted. Confirmation to the fact that you have some sort of wisdom. They'll never be able to adapt to it. This is not nothing you should be afraid of, but you should definitely, keep things to yourself. Don't tell these folks nothing. I got secret and I got reveal in reverse. These people can't trick you. If you don't show them any kindness, don't show no love. We do not negotiate with terrorists, okay? Yeah, because they playing games. Play in the upright, collective. Things are balancing out for you. Libra could be significant here, and you are healing, whether you know it or not. Now that these situations are ending, you could be healing from some sort of death magic, death spells, or you could be healing during Scorpio season. This is coming to an end. Take it where it resonates. It's not a mystery that you're going through a rebirth right now, okay? So just like I said, surrender, lean into it. If things are feeling stagnant for you right now, it's because you have no idea the shit that's going on in the background. That's what Spirit said to me. You don't have no idea what's going on in the background, baby. They going balls to the motherfucking wall. And it's not just one person. It's multiple people. You probably like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? What's really going on? No, these are multiple people that all have different interests, different goals, and then you got this messy ass air sign and this treacherous ass earth sign, that Taurus and that Gemini, that are just relentless is what Spirit wants to say. They are relentless in their pursuit of some shit that they don't naturally embody. So they are a thief in the night. They want to just take it. They just want to steal, kill, and destroy. So they're going to do whatever they got to do, including smear campaigns, including manipulating the justice system, manipulating the business partners, manipulating romantic partners to have their way. So you're being, there's a lot of things at play here. Spirit says also, don't let them play on your kindness. Don't be tricked into revealing anything to these people. Don't reveal no secrets. No secrets of the trade. Whoever that Queen of Wands is, she thinks she's smart. No, you're not. Near future, you will be getting a victory over this Leo energy. You will be getting a victory. Just continue to take care of yourself. Cancer is significant. Things are coming to the surface. Could be involving Aquarius. They trying to hide Gemini. The chaos, what I say, is going down basement over there, baby. But things haven't changed. So don't collaborate with these people, especially when it comes to work. Work came out. Yeah, these people are trying to be cunning. So you're being defended, Scorpio, and they're not happy because they're trying to trap you so that you don't grow and step into your power. Aries can be significant. Yeah, these people traumatized you. They did everything before. They're bitter. They're low down. They're all the things that Three of Swords in the upright is. And you know you can't trust their ass. You can't trust this fake ass love that they send in. Trust in reverse to love. You cannot trust it. You can't trust them with your blessings. They just want to take that. They want energy in reverse. Yeah, and Spirit says don't let them consume you. They're trying to destroy you, create in reverse. Yeah, don't forget this shit now. Memory in reverse. Yeah, they won't rest. These people are inspired by your courage, and they're losing patience though. Like, damn, collective ain't gave up yet. This motherfucker still going. Shit, the fat lady ain't saying no shade, all tea. Y'all know the quote. She ain't sung, bitch. She humming. She's singing a hymn, but she ain't sung yet. The fat lady has not sung, baby. So we not giving up. We not. The minute you lay down and die is the minute they go in metaphorical sense. The minute you give up, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that you won't give up at all is what's throwing their ass completely off. Like, we done invested all this money. We done told all these lies. We done, tried to change the circumstances, and collective is still going. Yeah. My motto is, hell, you give up. What the viable option is giving up. Then what happens? What's new? What happens? Giving up is not an option, because what? Not going out without a fight. Period. Like, baby, when I go down, it's gonna be because, like, guns are fucking blazing. Okay, thanks. So just, keep going. You are going through a rebirth. Things are balancing out. You are healing. In this ending has uncovered things for you, and you are being pushed towards a rebirth, and they don't know what to do with this. Like, people are jealous. People are envious because you can create just off the dome, and they need sources. They need something to plug into. That's why my biggest thing is teaching y'all, in my guides and stuff, like how to do things on your own, because jealousy and envy is a fucking disease. Having your eyes on somebody else's plate is a fucking disease, and it will eat you alive. And we are all born with talents, gifts, skills, a journey, a process. And I know, it's not going to be a perfect world, and there are going to be Cains to our Abels, Judases to our Jesus. However, if who hears and who understands, overstands, you got something special of your own. You got a journey of your own to go on. The real losers are people who don't see that shit. And they spend so much time focused on everybody else that they can't make anything, or they feel inadequate. But you feel inadequate because your eyes are not on your own fucking plate. You hungry because your eyes are not on your own fucking plate. I promise you. Once y'all get deeply into your like natal chart, your birth chart, I kid you not, you're going to be so busy figuring out yourself, figuring out your lineage, figuring out your purpose, walking in that purpose that you're not going to have time to be worried about nobody else. Okay? People don't believe that though. And for those type of people, you leave them behind. You cut them off. You don't engage energetically. You get away. You know, don't be a martyr. I think a lot of us miss the lesson in a lot of those parables and stories in the Bible and in history and Greek mythology and even Egyptian mythology, like Cain, Abel, Set, and Osiris, like type shit. Prometheus and Zeus were like friends, okay? Zeus used Prometheus. The fuck? Like, come on now. Medusa. Like, come on. We got Medusa and Athena. Or was it Athena? There ain't nobody got time for this shit. Cut them off at the first sign. Because you playing with your own self at that point. Now, that's my word and I'm sticking to it. But, yeah, things might be slow. But this is the refinement period. Y'all need to check out y'all birth charts. If you would like to book a birth chart reading, I do have those available as well. But check your birth charts out. Learn your path. Learn your purpose. So you can be so deeply into yourself that you ain't got time to be worried about nobody else unless you got children that you need to be raising. And hell, after so long, you got to let them fly free too. Shit. They got their own journey. They got their own path. They got their own spirit team that ain't got shit to do with you. You know, you're here to rear them, give them advice, not take over their fucking life, you know. So, focus on you. Outside of all that other shit. But minus the bullshit, life's great. And if you guys need me, I am available for readings as well as spell work and rituals. And just make sure you click the link in my bio. Let me know what y'all think. Comment on the episode. Let me know what y'all got going on, okay? Without giving up too much, because you know the watchers is watching. But yeah, don't forget to follow, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. You never know who it can help. And yeah, I love you guys. Mean it. You know we're going to chat soon. Okay, bye.